What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And another looking at Legacy Market Watch. And today we're going to be looking at Ancient Sanctuary. This came after Invasion of Chaos. Before we dive in too deep, I do want to remind you there's a link to my TCG Player store in the video and channel description. And if you'd like to support the channel and get yourself something shiny in amazing condition for a good price, use those links. Help me out. I'd really appreciate it. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Ancient Sanctuary came after Invasion of Chaos, like I said. Invasion of Chaos was a really good set. Blackluster Soldier, Dark Magician Chaos, and many others were printed in that set. Very iconic. This set, on the other hand, not exactly. Probably about the most iconic card to me is Enemy Controller. And a very popular one is Emissary of Afterlife, actually. Enemy Controller, great spell card. Let's dive into this set a little bit. We got the Dark Magic attack here, Yugioh's attack here. We also do have, which we will get to eventually, Burst Stream of Destruction, which would have been the Blue Eyes White Dragons attack. But this, for Near Mint Unlimited, about 12-15 bucks. Not too bad. But this is also the most expensive card by market price on TCG Player for the set. Not exactly good to see. Near Mint First Edition for these, about 30-ish bucks, $28.85. If they're shipping, it'd be right around there. And they all stick around that price point. Let's take a look at the sales. We did have a sale about a few days ago, 18 days ago. Near Mint Unlimited, $14.99. Zaborg, the Thunder Monarch. Monarch's very popular, so I'm not surprised to see that this Near Mint First Edition is about 10 bucks for this as a super rare, second most expensive card in the set by market price. Near Mint Unlimiteds go all the way up to $15.99, and the first lowest listing for First Edition, $23.39. Let's take a look here at the sales data. Near Mint Unlimited sold about 13 days ago for $8.99. That's roughly where they are for price, up about $1 or $2. Enemy Controller, like I said, pretty iconic card, although it was printed a ton of times. This is just an ultra rare here, guys. I think Ancient Sanctuary is the last set with Yugioh on the front of it before we get into, or no, that's not the case. There's a couple other sets that have Yugioh on the front of it still. Near Mint First Edition Spanish sold the other day for $23. Near Mint Unlimiteds for these are $25. It is an ultra. Near Mint $28 for First Edition there, up to $72, but that's a German. Near Mint First Edition as well at $150. Definitely the most pricey card of the set. TCG Player doesn't have their facts kind of straight, but that's based off of market price, not after listing price. The end of Anubis. This is a secret rare from the set. This was printed a couple other times. Near Mint Limiteds for these are about 13-14 bucks here. Near Mint First Edition, lowest listing, $17, and it sticks around there roughly. Pretty cool card. I'm not sure if this was featured in the TV show or not. Kind of looks like it would be, obviously. But and I haven't heard of this getting a lot of play or anything like that in the past formats. But this is a secret rare. Near Mint First Edition, these under $20. Not a bad card to pick up if it was to get exciting. Archlord Zoroartu, this is an ultra rare as well. Near Mint Unlimited, about the $10 mark here, up to $20 pretty quickly. Sticking around there. Near Mint First Edition, lowest listing at about $30, and there's lots of listings for it at about $30. So it's cool to see as well. Like I said, Emissary of Afterlife is a very popular card from the set. It is a super rare. Near Mint Unlimiteds are under $9. Near Mint First Editions, on the other hand, are about $11.49. Like I said, not too expensive, but definitely a decent card. I sold a lightly played First Edition at least a little bit ago. $11.49, $11.50, around that mark. Tons of sales for this usually. This must not be accurate sales data here because I sold one of these super rare not that long ago, and it's not listing it there. So that's kind of interesting to see. This is a common as well as Legendary Collection. Yu-Gi-Oh! World is also a $6 common out of there. Blowback Dragon, I really like this card. It's just kind of cool looking. This is an ultra rare from the set as well. Near Mint Unlimited is about $8 here. Near Mint First Editions are $10.70 more. So it's about $20 for one of those. Up to about $27 on the first page, and up to all the way to $213 on the second page if all the other ones sell out. And there has been an increase in price on this, which is interesting to see given there's not a whole lot of probably sales for this. There have been 3 sales today, actually. Near Mint Unlimited is under $10, one at $7.46. Very interesting to see if maybe this is going to be a trend with that getting purchased. This is a common out of the set, but do be aware, this is an expensive common, okay? Okay, this is not normally this expensive. Near Mint Unlimited went for $20 the other day. Near Mint First Edition, lowest listing, $100. Find one, Near Mint First Edition, and put it up for sale for $70, and maybe it will sell. Who knows? But that is very interesting to see here. Let's take off the Near Mint. There's not a whole lot of listings in general for this. Mod Played Unlimiteds are about $5. Heavily Playeds, $5, $6, $7. And then Damage First Edition up for about $9. That's kind of crazy to see. I wonder if this is getting played in Genesis or something like that. Spirit of the Pharaoh, another ultra rare, very cheap. There's a lot of cool Egyptian looking ultra rares and stuff in all these sets. So if you wanted to collect those, they're not that expensive. Near Mint Unlimited, under $6 for this. Near Mint First Edition, about $20-ish. You got one at $18.50. That's a little bit more expensive than these used to be, so I wonder if there's been some sales coming through there. Not really, so that's interesting to see the price on those. Those were a lot cheaper not that long ago. And then Burst Stream of Destruction, Blue Eyes White Dragons attack here, guys. Yearmint Unlimited's $5.65 here, up to, $12.99. Yearmint First Edition lowest listing is $28.28. That's kind of cool to see. After the $28.28, you do have $155 for the lowest listing here. That is pretty crazy to see. But altogether, I like this set. Enemy Controller is one of my favorite cards, like I said. I like the pack art. It's really cool looking. There's tons of other cards. Go take a look for yourself. But make sure to watch, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.